everyone, and welcome back to Life on Lindy. Welcome if you're new. My name is Stacy. Here's this week's grocery haul. We have a jumbo pancake turner. We needed one of those because we have some new non-stick pans and we're trying not to ruin them. Dean's impulse buy, Spanish rice. He went to the grocery himself this week, which most times he does. Seasoned croutons, 2 bags. Texas toast is my favorite, and I think he just wanted to try a new one. He wanted some different spaghetti, so we have thick and zesty spaghetti mix and some fajita mix, sour cream, Ortega mild taco sauce. That one's my favorite. My favorite oatmeal, fruit and cream. I put pecans. There's the pecans. And I put dried blueberries in that. 3 pounds of ground beef. We have a variety pack of fruit roll-ups. Those just go in the snack cabinet. These are Dean's 2 liters for this upcoming work week. And this is Dean's clamato juice. I don't see how he drinks that stuff, but he loves it. And then 1% chocolate milk. Our favorite chips, the taco flavored Doritos and the lightly salted wavy plain potato chips. We have a jug of honey, and that's to fill up a little container that was a birthday gift, and I can't wait to fill that up. Our favorite, Dean's French onion dip, some glazed donuts. Dean likes to take these mac and cheese cups to work, and the grandkids love them, so we try to stay stocked up on those. We have the red gold tomato paste to go in the spaghetti sauce seasoning packets, and that's the blueberries for my oatmeal. Lettuce, onions, tomatoes, bananas, cucumber for salads, celery, that's for salads, carrots. I use those if I make roast, or I just like them roasted in the oven. Gold potatoes, that's about all we get anymore. And this guy, the gold bunny. If you know, you know. The big jar of taco seasoning. We usually get that at Sam's because they always have the big jugs. Chicken noodle soup. That stuff gets eaten up as fast as we buy it, but that's good. Flour tortillas. We eat a lot of things on wraps. We have the Cheez-It Grooves, crackers, cheddar and ranch flavor, Dean's Oreos, and his Chips Ahoy. He can't live without those. And he got some Nutty Bar ice cream. He said he was hungry when he went shopping, and I think it shows. He got the big tub of vanilla ice cream, and he got hot fudge sauce to go on it. And he got strawberry sauce to go on it. No grocery haul is complete without a little something for the dogs. So we got some chewy granola sticks for them, and some rib hide bones, and some collagen bully sticks. They're getting to where they can eat this stuff pretty easily now, and we're gonna need to find something for bigger dogs. My favorite all-purpose cleaner, Mr. Clean Febreze scent. I've really been loving this scent. And the lemon pine sol. I mostly use that in the bathrooms. Now we have some vinaigrette salad dressing. I mostly just use the Olive Garden. That's really the only one I like, but Dean likes a variety. We have some spaghetti and meatballs and some SpaghettiOs with meatballs. Those are for Dean's lunches. Here are some 12 packs, but this isn't all of them. We really stocked up on them this week. Kroger had a good deal on them, plus they had digital coupons, so we cashed in on that. Dean saw this wireless charger at the checkouts, and it was an impulse buy, so that's for Dean. These are all the rest of the drinks. He said it was time to restock the drink refrigerator in the garage, so I think we have a pretty good start. Tomorrow I'll get all those veggies chopped and separate that ground beef.
It's hair day.
One of my favorite days, and I can't wait. Hair day is really the only day you'll see my hair straight. Lindsay straightens it for me because I'm really not that good at it, but I like it when she does it. I do enjoy wearing it in the natural curls. It's just really simple and easy to fix. I'm getting the dishes dried and put away. This house doesn't have a dishwasher. It never did have one. So it's more than just buying a dishwasher and sticking in the spot that it goes in. Those are long-range plans, and it's just not that important right now. I didn't really use the dishwasher in my other house very often, but I do enjoy having one for when I need to. We just have too many other things in the works right now that we need to finish up before we start on new appliances. Right now I'm trying to get everything set up and prepared to chop all the veggies and separate that ground beef and get it into the deep freezer out in the garage. Of course, the Moose twins have to come in and see what Mama's up to, but that's just how it is around here. I got both heads of lettuce out, but I'm only going to prepare one today because that's all that the bowl will hold. Trying to plan ahead and get all of the things that I'll need out and ready to use before I actually get started. I always cut that little metal piece off on the end before I package it up because I'm scared that someone who's not used to it might put it in the microwave, and that would not be good. When I put it into the freezer bags, I like to smash it down as flat as possible. It stacks easier that way in the freezer, and it's easier to thaw out. Even though we buy our meat in bulk and try to fill up the freezers all at one time, ground beef is always something that it seems like we have to replenish at least every other week. Now the ground beef is all ready, and I'm going to go put it into the freezer in the garage. Now on to the lettuce. Here's a trick to get the core out. I learned this in middle school home economics. Just put the core down and smash it on the counter really hard, and that core just pops right out. And that was Violet trying to steal some lettuce. Of all things, both of these dogs really love lettuce, so I always try to give them a bite whenever I'm prepping for salads. I always try to get the dishes done as I go along. That way I won't have a big old pile of dishes in the sink when I'm done. It seems to work out better that way for me. It just gives me anxiety to see a bunch of dirty dishes sitting around. As soon as I get that out of the way, I'll wash off the lettuce. Then I'll set it aside to let it drain for a little while before I put it in the bowl. This bowl is for the tomatoes. I'll get those diced up. I'm only going to do 2 today because I don't like to dice those up too far in advance. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting the stickers off because when I soaked them, the stickers got soggy. I finally just sliced the stickers off of it. It was just too much trouble to deal with. I'm getting all the tomatoes sliced and diced and put in the bowl and ready for salads. We'll eat a lot more salads if I have everything pre-prepped. The tomatoes are done, and now we're going back to the lettuce. I'm going to put some paper towels in the bottom of the bowl before I put the lettuce in there to soak up all the excess moisture. We normally go through salads pretty quickly, but no one likes soggy lettuce. Now I'm just going to pour some white vinegar into the sink that's filled with water and soak the rest of the vegetables. Did y'all see Violet try to steal my towel? She'll steal every towel she can get her hands on. I found them shredded up in the yard where they drag them out the doggy door. Now I'm emptying out the jars that had the previous week's salad fixings in them. I always put my salad ingredients in jars because they seem to keep longer that way and stay fresher. I have to wash them and dry them first because I'll have to reuse some of them. Then I put the lettuce in the refrigerator and I'm getting started on washing the jars. And in the meantime, the soaked veggies are rinsed off and straining on the drying rack while I get ready for them. Now I'm preparing the cucumbers. I don't peel my cucumbers. I know a lot of people do, and some people even do half peeled and half not. What do you do? Now I'm ready to put the cucumbers into the jar. I always put a paper towel at the bottom of it just so they won't get soggy either. It seems like cucumbers always have a lot of water in them. And now we're on to the celery. It's the same thing. Slice and chop and dice. Get them all ready to go into the jars. I always put celery in my salads. Some people think that's weird, but I just like it. Now I'm adding the stalks of celery that I'm not going to chop and slice into another jar. I made a little bit of a mistake and cut one a little bit too long, but you'll see how I fixed that. And now I got all the celery that's in the jars put into the refrigerator, and I have myself a salad bowl out, and I have the beginnings of making my lunch. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this onion. I'm only going to chop half of it because that's all that my eyes can handle at one time. And just like the rest of the salad makings, the chopped portion will go into a jar ready to go in salads, and the other portion will go into another jar ready to slice to put on hamburgers or to cook or whatever we want to do with it. I also like to pre-dice the onions and put them in a freezer bag and just stick them in the freezer in here in the house. It just makes it so much more convenient if they're readily available. Now the onions are ready and they're in the jars, and I'm putting them in the refrigerator. I tossed a few onions in my salad. And now I'm getting out some lettuce and tomatoes and pepperoncini peppers to go in my salad. I'm also putting in some cucumbers and some celery, croutons, and a little bit of salt and pepper, not much. I don't like a lot of salt. And then I'll put some Olive Garden dressing on it, and that will be my lunch. And now I'm going to enjoy this delicious salad, and then we're going to clean out the fridge. We're about to clean out the refrigerator, and it is 100% a hot mess. I don't think I've cleaned it out in a couple of weeks, and it's overflowing. I'm almost embarrassed to open it, but I opened it when I did the vegetable prep, and everyone's already seen it, so I'm gonna tackle it. I guess you can watch. As I'm taking everything out, it looks like it's a lot, but as I rearranged it all and straightened it up, it really didn't have that much in there that didn't belong. I threw away about 4 bowls of things, but it really wasn't that bad. I'm taking things out one shelf at a time and going through it all and emptying it out and wiping down the shelves. And like usual, Violet always wants to see what I'm up to and see if she can help as well. So I got the top shelf all cleaned out and dried out. I just used some soapy Dawn dish liquid water and dried it out. it always works out just fine. Now I'm putting all the things back on the top shelf that go in there. Now I'm putting all the butter into the compartment that it normally fits in, and you'll see me smash a box and throw it away. Now we're on to the next shelf. Same thing, different shelf. This shelf usually has the leftovers that we didn't go through or that Dean didn't take to work for lunch, and so I'll empty those out and get those in the sink to get washed. We also keep the eggs and a couple 12-packs on this shelf too. The third shelf is usually where we keep some drinks and some of the salad makings. It wasn't really bad at all. And now we're on to the drawers at the bottom. Someone had spilled something in one of them. It looked like it was pickle juice, so I had to clean that up and clean that drawer and put it back. I put all the sandwich meats and the bacon and things like that back in that drawer. And in the other drawer, I cleaned it out, and it holds all of the extra produce. There's also a smaller drawer that holds all the cheeses. I don't think you can see it because I think I was standing in front of it, but it wasn't too bad. I just lightly wiped it out. And now my babies had to come back and get some loving. They like to keep a close eye on me. It's only been a couple weeks since I went through everything on the door, so I know nothing in there was expired, so I just wiped things down and straightened it up a little bit and called it a day. So this is the final product, cleaning out the fridge. It really wasn't as bad as I thought, and the freezer wasn't bad at all. I didn't really do anything to it at all. I just straightened it up a little bit. So this is the freezer, and like I said, it wasn't that bad. But there is something that I always keep in this freezer. I always keep a bag of bananas. Anytime a banana looks like it's getting close to being bad, it goes into the freezer and it goes into this bag. Once I have 3 or 4 bananas, I know I have enough to make a batch of banana bread. By the time the holidays roll around, I usually have enough to make 3 or 4 batches of banana bread. Now we're going to fill up this little honey bear jar. My daughter got it for me for my birthday. My birthday was March 1st. It's so cute. It's got the little drizzler. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. Well, that took forever. So once that emptied out of that funnel, I took that funnel out and I took my chances and poured it, and I didn't make a mess. Didn't this little honey jar turn out so cute? Well, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please give it a like and consider subscribing. I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.